you guys, our seniors, the outgoing IAC batch of 2023. You have welcomed us with open hearts. You have took part in all of our misters throughout the year, and as a token of our gratitude, we have put together this memorable event for you. I hope you enjoyed this day. Thank you.
Only light can accomplish it. So let us hope that the brightness of education overcomes the darkness of divisions, injustice and aggression in society and lead us to growth, equality and liberty. At request of Father Principal Jackson James, our Vice Principal Lena Joseph, and our Chief Guest Mr. George Constantine, and the class teachers of Class 12, Mrs. Kusuma, Mrs. Adita, and Mrs. Geeta, and a student representative of class. To speak a few words about the event.
And I've been spending the better part of my life being with students like you, training them.
The 11th standard students may hand over the card and flower as a token of love. The 12th standard students may hand over the lighted candle.
In a family. Yes, we all belong to this great Lyceum family. Wherever you are, whatever you are later in life, recognize each other and lend a helping hand to your friend. You will later realize, if not now, that alma mater has trained you well to win in life. मुझे तुमसे प्यार था, आज भी है और कल भी रहेगा. Okay, I'm not a good singer. Dear children,
Krishnadatta and Ananya to share their sweet and sour experiences in LYCEUM.
Warm morning, license. Can I get a response? Good morning. Good morning. Respected Father Principal Jackson James, Vice Principal Leena Ma'am, and all the teaching and non-teaching staff, and my dearest friends. I, Krishnadatta of 12A, representing the whole class, is here to share some of our evocations and adventures in our LYCEUM life. Before that, I would like to take this opportunity to thank every teacher, Ajda Miss, Asha Miss, Sunny Sir, Jan Sir, Stanley Sir, Nancy Miss, Nancy Ashdas Miss, Sindhu Miss, Haima Miss, Devi Miss, Jyoti Miss, Sabita Miss, and Mercy Miss. Thank you everyone for your immense support and guidance all along the way, even if he is not here.
Respected Honorable Chief Guest, teachers, and my dear LYCEUM friends. I am Sri Parvati of 12B. Today, I stand in the hallowed presence of my alma mater to bid farewell to my friends, teachers. Looking back, I realize that my life up to this moment has been molded in this great institution. The important fact that I studied in this school is great that my father was also a LYCEUM. My father, who was a LYCEUM of the early 1980s, had no doubt as to where his ward should pursue high school and matriculation. Thus, I entered into this paradise on earth, Trinity LYCEUM. Can I have a huge round of applause? Because everyone sitting here is so blessed that you are able to study in such a well institution. Please, can I have a huge round of applause? The importance of this, as I am standing here, I address you all with mixed feelings. On the one hand, 8 years of my life, punctuated with memorable and happy events, passed through my minds. In the same way as the film in the projector is reflected on the cine screen. And on the other hand, I feel quite nostalgic as well as nervous for the coming years that we all have to face. I passed up to 4th standard from Devmata Convent School and I entered Trinity LYCEUM. The first day was extremely difficult. Very difficult means extremely difficult. I had no friends here. I do not know anything about the school. But gradually, the whole environment of the school became so familiar to me that today, when it is time for me to say goodbye, I cannot. Tears roll down my face when I am saying that I cannot come back to the school as a student. I can only come here as an ex-student. And I never in my dreams have thought that I would cry saying that I am quitting the school. But ultimately, this is something that we all have to face. Everybody has this phase in my life. And I'm seeing the 11th standard student sitting in front of me. Someday, you will also have to face this thing. But remember, the school is always there for you. And the teachers, they are always there for you. Always. And coming back to my teachers, I owe them an inexhaustible debt of gratitude. They are ones who invested their quality time in reassuring me about my capabilities. We share a unique relationship with our teachers as we believe that God created teachers only because He cannot be around everywhere whenever you are in confusion. Now I am sharing my fondest memory in LYCEUM. Was when I got the opportunity to be a teacher for a day. The respect I felt for my teachers that day is something that I cannot put in words. I then realized what it is to stand in front of many and share your knowledge. And as a person, I was able to share my limited knowledge to few students, and that was possible only because of my role model teachers who are sitting here. It is you who has made me speak. It is you who have made me confident. It is you who is making me confident enough to stand here and speak about you all in front of you. Now, speaking about my class teacher, Mrs. Ajita. She is a beacon who has lit up the path with her infinite love, care and wisdom. Ma'am, you will always remain in the cockles of my heart. Now, tonight's talk of my school life
implement to our wellness.
I still remember one day going to the physics lab. I was not well. And physics lab is a bit difficult for me. So I was standing there with headache, not able to do anything there. And I still remember she coming to me and saying, Parvati, it's alright. If you're getting, you do. Or we'll wait, you can do it. And that day I felt that motherly affection from her. And one day, knowingly or unknowingly, I called her Amma. And still, I want to call her my Amma. She is my Amma. TRINITY LYCEUM has inculcated in me yearning for excellence in extracurricular activities as well. My teachers infused hope in me that I would excel in arts, and I have since not had to look back. For the record, we won the overall championship at the zonal level cultural meet competition. I was elated beyond words when we stood at the podium to receive the award on behalf of TRINITY LYCEUM. I am sure this success has only provoked my appetite for more. Our school tour has always been a memorable experience that we look forward to with a lot of anticipation. It promises us unending happiness as our teachers take us to new places. If one is going to ask me, what is the greatest blessing of God? I would definitely say it is a friend. It is to a friend that you can open up without any fear of being afraid or matter being leaked. The friend invariably comes up with positive suggestions to ease our burden. I also thank my school for having brought me into contact with many brilliant and intelligent young minds. Last, but certainly not the least, our principal and vice principal are our towers of strength. They lead the school from the front and bring greater glory to the school. As I noted earlier, out of the mixed emotion, a sense of sadness is gripping me as I am on the threshold of matriculation, which requires me to quit my alma mater. I am sure that all my friends here share my sense of longing to my beloved school, but then all ties and bonds get severed one day or the other. This is such a moment in our life. Thank you.
Has come when we, the batch of 2023 and this campus, spinning goodbye to each other. The journey we have shared since the last 2 years is finally coming to an end. It has been no less than a roller coaster ride. We will go down in the history of TRINITY LYCEUM as a batch of 2023. Standing here today, I recall my first day in TRINITY LYCEUM when I was a child. I didn't recognize anything nor anyone. I've been studying here for 14 years. Now, as I stand here, I recognize you all. I recognize you all as the people who gave me memories. Some bitter, some sweet. You see, we joined class +1 and made friends kind of in an unusual manner. Built our friendships and bonds through online means. We only knew our friends by their voices and by reading out their text. We couldn't see our teachers in real life, and it was really difficult for us to study in a proper manner. I'm pretty sure one day in the future we will remember all of this and laugh how whenever our teachers ask us questions, we would have the most powerful weapon in our hands to use.
I never thought this day would knock on the door so soon. I never had time to pause and reflect on how much I would miss the moments I spent with you. As bittersweet memories cloud my mind, I look back at all memories I have gathered with you and all the achievements we have celebrated together. I don't think that you remember the days when your parents left you at the entrance of the school gate and your small feet stepped into a new place. You took a few days to adjust and a few months to like your teachers. But I'm sure that today, your teachers, your classrooms, your playground, the entire school
On this day, we should remember our teachers and be grateful to them. And I would like to thank the teachers for their immense hard work, who have been very supportive, and no words can ever do justice for the immense contribution you have ever made. I also extend my heartiest thanks to the members of the student committee, the supporting staff, and also the teachers for the complete preparation of this program. I would also like to say the special thanks to our seniors for their support, love, care, and inspiration. Today is a bad moment for us since we have to say a goodbye to you all. I wish you all the best for your future and peaceful life.